Women are complicated, but worth it. A video by Keira Lothan. I don't know why but I found her video about Simple Man and I decided to watch her video about complicated women. It only got 5,000 views, but really it's not about them. It's about if I enjoyed the content or not. And I did enjoy her first video. So, with that being said, I decided to watch another one. Let's get into the reaction.
As women, being misunderstood is one of the biggest downfalls we've had since the dawn of time. We are very complicated. Women are very, very complicated. And the one the one thing that we set ourselves back from is understanding each other, understanding women to women. We're over here trying to understand men, but why should we understand men before we understand ourselves?
Nice answer.
We're competing with the next girl next to us, and we're not actually acknowledging the fact that, we're both women and we're both, trying to navigate life together. We're both trying to navigate our emotions, and we lose sight in that. We lose sight in the fact that we're all just figuring it out, and it creates this massive ego in women where we're silently competing with each other. We're silently trying to be better than the next girl, silently trying to just be that girl, right? That girl trying whatever. Like, it's just, we're so misunderstood.
I don't know, but I think I witnessed another thing in comparison. Hello, it's interesting that you got an ad, have your settings in French, but got an ad in German. I put my settings in French by default. I got a German ad because my location is in German, and I speak English because it's the most easy way to communicate to the whole world. But shout out for you to noticing it. So talking about complicated women, I think it's often also the problem not only that women are how do I had a thought, but what's your name? But you, Courtney, made me think about this. Okay, give me a second. I think the difference between male and female competition is often that a man rarely wishes another man's failure, which is, I think, an absolute must have for a lot of women. Again, I'm not trying to be sexist, but it's just something that I've seen. Women really wish for other women to fail more, whereas men's competition is more healthy, so to say. It's more for a man to want to succeed, And he doesn't care about all the others. He just wants to take over the world as it is now. But okay, keep on, Kara.
You would think, that women would go to another woman and really try to understand each other. No, it
Nope.
doesn't. It doesn't work like that. There's some
Courtney,
there's some
subscribe to this
outliers.
YouTube
There's a
channel.
lot of friends out there that truly give each other like that reassurance, and they exchange ideas and exchange like how they're feeling and everything. But there's a truth that comes with that. There's a truth in actually understanding why we act like this. And I feel like it's such an elephant in the room because it's never actually said. It's never actually acknowledged. It's only said from someone like me, or, an older woman with wisdom, or if something happens. Usually women take accountability when stuff really goes down, okay?
When there's everything going against you. But I'm not. I mean, I'll be honest. There's so many men now who forgot how it's like to take accountability, and it's very clearly seen with internet culture and sports. They try to find someone to blame. Either it's the ref or the coach or the other team's fans, instead of really taking genuine accountability. I don't know what women think about it or what other men think, but I think it's a tragedy. I think it's a tragedy if Uh, a grown man can't take accountability for his actions, like genuinely in his head, and he tries to point fingers left and right. That's sad. That's what really really saddens me now. How do you say saddens? Makes me sad now.
And something really bad happens, that's when a woman actually steps back and is like, whoa, what happened? Oh my god, like, I was acting like this, they try to actually put together the pieces of what they did.
Well, let me read the comments because it's always interesting when you communicate. More like if the woman is caught in bullshit they put themselves in, then they admit it, or at least you hope they would. Yes, basically, yes. This is actually good thought. I absolutely support it.
But in the beginning, initially, women they don't see it. They don't see what they're actually doing. They don't see that they're competing with another woman. They're just telling themselves, hey, I just want to be better. I just want to be a better person. Like, okay, then just say that. Just say you're trying to be a better person, or just explain why you're doing the things you're doing. Okay, like, this is a very controversial.
Which is again a problem. I think that other women really move with different women to do something. And the moment that someone who they're trying to get over to stops or fails, the other woman sort of feels like she won.
And confusing topic, because women are just confusing altogether. So whatever I say is just going to come out very like, whoa, because
Like, whoa.
I have to be direct with what I'm saying here, because it's just so, it's sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic, and we don't acknowledge the fact that we're competing with each other. We don't. And especially with the strangers, especially with women we really don't know, we're really revving up our ego with them. Like,
The number of times I've seen women spotting that another woman is wearing the same clothing as they do. I mean, I'm wearing a sports jersey. I think thousands of people, if not millions, have the same one. And I absolutely don't care. I just know it looks good on me. But again, clothing is a very sensitive topic to women. That is for sure.
there's there's women that can't even look me in the eyes and tell me anything. Like, they can't even smile at me. They can't even.
Why so?
Like, it's insane to me
It's
how
sad.
much we really hold ourselves back from connection with another woman because of our own insecurities, our own lack of confidence. And confidence is everything for a woman. A woman with no confidence is powerless, straight up.
This is why I often enjoy spending time with women who are considered weird by society. Women who study philosophy are actually one of the best to hang out with because they are confident, but they're not, this ego confidence. Like, yeah, I am like just the best. I am like, I'm better than all men, stuff like this. No, but they are really like confident in themselves while still keeping their feminine side. They're actually amazing. Okay, we got another comment here. That's true, but mostly amongst younger women. Yeah, I feel like older women just grow up. Simple as that. Especially if they find their man or they find their like place in society, they're just like, well, why should we keep moving with this? Like, nah, I'ma settle down. Eventually, they grow up.
And if you feel powerless in a room and you're just trying to hold this shell, then that is the wrong way to go. You're going to end up feeling like your energy was sucked out of you. You're going to walk out of that room with even less confidence if you sit there and try to act confident. Like, there's faking it till you make it, and then there's like an overall just lack of understanding. You can fake it till you make it, right? But that's only through luck. I feel that is quite honestly through action and luck. Like,
Yeah.
if you're able to fake it till you make it, good for you. But you can't keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, You gotta
You gotta eventually either make it or stop faking.
actually acknowledge and understand what you're doing. So the lack of confidence is where it really stems, and the amount of women that actually silently compete with each other, whether it's on the internet or in person or even with his friends or family or anyone who it may be. It could even be your mom. Your mom could be silently competing with you. Quite honestly, that's the first person that could compete with you as a woman. You know what I'm like?
No worries, I'm a
That's the
man.
first woman that should support you, and that's the first woman that would actually find you as a competition. That is so true. So the lack of confidence is crazy in the world right now. You can just see it. You can see the lack of confidence in all these women because they're just putting themselves out there, trying to exert themselves, exert their femininity out into the world, their beauty out into the world.
Okay, we got another comment here. I hate fake it till you make mentality. If it's not real, don't even talk to them. It's simple. Well, not real, don't fake it till you make it. Yeah, well, I mean, again, the fake it till you make it mentality is also, it works also as some sort of a belief. So you try to genuinely push it in, where you're trying to, the more you keep saying this, the more you're probably going to do it, and the more the chances are that you're actually going to make it, which in some cases is still good. In some cases, it's still good. But you gotta do something, because then it just turns into fake it and fake it.
That's the one thing they value because they lack confidence in every other area of their life. If beauty is the only thing you value as a woman, then you need to check yourself. You need to audit your life, audit what you truly value, audit what is your morals and values. And if beauty is one of them, great. Then you
Yep.
must be the most beautiful girl in the world, right? Is that even, that's subjective. That's not even like, is it real? Like, perfection is not real. Perfection is a concept.
True, perfection is not real, but as I always say, you can always be the closest to it. Love this quote.
Perfection is something we chase that's never actually there. We are not perfect. And for us to sit here and act like we're perfect is detrimenting every woman and all the generations after us. We need to check ourselves. We need to check ourselves for our generation, for our next generation. It's 2024 now, and the women's suffrage movement, they did a great job, but they gave us too many options. They gave us too many options to actually be insecure. So many decisions to make as a woman that we've just become so insecure in ourselves. We don't know what to do. So we're gonna act
Just
like
make a call.
and we're just gonna play along. We're gonna play day-to-day life, and we're just gonna do it. Like, we're gonna end up alone.
The most hilarious thing I see with women, it's truly, I mean, again, men also often do this stuff, but women even do it more often, is when you ask them, okay, make a choice. Where are we having dinner? Pizza or Chinese food? Well, I don't know. What do you want? I kind of like both. And it's so funny to see how, like, it's complicated to even make this simple choice. I rarely keep it that long, because then I just make a choice. And you know how I make that choice? I just do it. I just make the choice. Okay, pizza or Chinese? You're struggling. Okay, we're taking pizza because blah 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 blah. That's it. Or we're taking Chinese because ABC. And that's it. That's all that decision making really requires. It just to do it. And this is often so hard to see in women. There's another point I would like to make, but probably after she says something.
We're gonna end up alone and scared and emotional and not knowing what to do. Quite honestly, depressed. And depressed women, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of 50-plus-year-old women that are depressed, that are, single mothers that are divorced, that are, just still trying to figure out themselves. And it's sad. It's so sad because the 20-year-old women, even the 18-year-old women now, we're all just exerting ourselves to the point where we think we're better than the next person, and it's not true. Nobody's better than the next person. We are all different. We are all different. We are not equal in the slightest. And the fact that we don't come together as a whole.
If talking serious, she's right. If talking Xeno style, then I'm the best. Okay, we're not talking Xeno style now.
As women, and really try to understand ourselves, it's not sufficient. It's not going to be sufficient. There's going to be a bad downfall. There's going to be a bad downfall in society, and quite honestly, it's happening as we speak. Because
Yes.
there's women out there making money showing their bodies and, selling their souls and not actually being happy. They're, getting money from sugar daddies and baby daddies, all of this, like they're getting money, and then they're just like, yeah, at least I'm getting the money, like they're telling themselves, justifying everything, and it's just.
You know what's the weirdest thing I spotted the last probably month? It's that when you let go of the money factor, life actually starts being easy. And I don't mean the fact that, you have to stop worrying about this, but you gotta stop chasing it. You gotta stop chasing the sole idea of money because it actually tears you apart as a human being. So, just a tip for those of you who probably have had similar thoughts in your life.
It's becoming an issue for women like me, because now I have to navigate your lack of confidence being in the same room with you, and you can't even tell me straight up that you don't feel comfortable. You can't even look me in the eyes and smile at me, or you can't even you can't appreciate my existence, because your existence is the only existence that matters, right? Because women are selfish. They're so self-centered. We are the most self-centered species, straight up. Mainly because we have motherly instincts. Motherly instincts are selfish. We're selfish with our children.
That is true.
But if we have no children, then we're selfish with our ego. Straight up like that. We're not selfish
That's
with
the
ourselves.
kid.
'Cause if we were, then we would actually isolate ourselves and not involve ourselves in silent competition. No. We are selfish with our egos, and we let our egos dictate all of our decisions. And usually it's by looks and beauty and sexuality, and since women are such sexual beings, we're able to take advantage and use it to our benefit, to make money off of it and profit and market and all. It's so bad. It's bad. It is so bad.
I know it's bad. I have another question. Why are you wearing headphones right now? You got a better mic here or what? I don't know, just popped up in the middle of the video. This intrusive thought.
Literally, there's so many people out there that are making money off of just not being feminine. And being a woman, femininity is our power. It is ours. It is ours to actually light the world. We are love. We are light. We are nothing more. We are nothing less. Love and light. And we take advantage. We take advantage of the easy route, and quite honestly, whenever we're in a room full of other women, we look over our shoulders and make sure our posture is correct, right? Because we want to be the best women ever. We want to be the most beautiful girl in the world. We want to feel like the only girl in the world, especially with men.
Spot the difference again. She said, we look at the women in the room, and then we look at the posture. So it's not I should be the best in particular, but I should be the best compared to other women. And that, I think, is the key difference between woman competition and male competition. A male fights to, competes to be the best in general. A woman competes to be the best amongst her competitors. Probably explains a lot in human psychology.
men, right? Because men is what we stress about the most as women. We stress about them the most, so that's why our ego is fueled off of how we look and how we are presented. Because we just want to find our mate. Naturally, instinctively, we're looking for our mate, and if we don't have one already, that's what we're looking for, subconsciously. If you do have one and you're looking for it subconsciously, then you are a
woman.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I guess it's right.
We need to value ourselves, and we need to start understanding ourselves. Instead of having a miscommunication or a misunderstanding in a room of women, be the person to acknowledge it. Be like, hey, why is everyone quiet? Why, like, what's going on? Why is everyone acting like they're better than everybody? Like, we're all in this together. I come from this background, you come from this background. I know for dang sure that you come from this background. Like, our backgrounds, we need to humble ourselves. That's basically what I'm saying. Our background is what humbles us, because we are not what we are born into. We are who we are now.
I recently rewatched Megamind. It is literally the best animated movie that teaches this point, that you are not who you are born, you are who you made yourself to be.
And I know saying a lot of these things are very controversial and everywhere, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Who
Women
gives
are
a thing
complicated,
about
so
that?
we're so complicated
Woman, come
that
on.
it takes for me to talk like this to actually resonate with another woman. And I really want women to watch this video. Like, if you're watching this video as a woman, please take my words with a grain of salt. I'm not speaking for every woman. I am speaking off my experience and what I believe is the problem. There's a lot of silent competition, and if you don't acknowledge that or actually don't see it, then you're part of the problem, honestly, because silent competition is everywhere you go. It's at the grocery store, it's at the gas station, it's at work, it's while you're walking on the street, it's everywhere. Silent competition, everywhere, you know? And we don't look each other in the eye and smile anymore. It's really pathetic. It's really, really pathetic. You can't find any real friends out there. The real friends you find are in clubs, or like, not clubs, but like, you know, get together organizations or hobbies you do, you know, maybe going to the gym sometimes you find a friend, or like, no, but it's not, it's like you're still trying to be better than that person, and we need to just acknowledge it and stop trying to exert ourselves into this state of mind that we think we're in because of our ego. All in all, I believe that the elephant in the room is just going to get bigger if we don't do something about it. Honestly, my passions in my life have took me in the direction to actually start talking to YouTube and talking to a lot of people that actually resonate with what I'm saying. And
Good for
it's
you.
a little nerve-wracking to actually sit here and talk and know someone's listening and know someone's trying to understand what I'm trying to say or judge what I'm
Keira, if you're in, let's collab. I'm gonna look for her on Instagram now as we speak.
saying, or try to look for mistakes. You know, it's nerve-wracking. But this is my passion. My passion is to resonate and to actually explain concepts to people and bring about a light that they didn't see before, and bring things to the surface, bring concepts, bring ideas to the surface, and have everyone just collaborate. I'm not right, I'm not wrong, I'm not, you know, there's no justifying what I'm saying. It's just my opinion, and you can take it how you want it. Usually that's how it goes. That's how it goes in any situation you're in. So you can take their opinion seriously, or you can take your own opinion seriously. And I think we all just need to start understanding what our opinions really are in the world. We need to actually start navigating the world and not letting the world.
I think I found her. I think this is her. Just a girl navigating the world. Yeah, I'll DM her and invite her for a collab. I think she doesn't really have that many followers, so I hope she checks her DMs. Well,
Especially as women, because as women, life will pick us up, chew us up, spit us out. Because we're women. We're women, and we need to protect ourselves from the mass public of trying to decipher who we
I
are.
finished my
We
water.
need to understand ourselves before the world understands us, because if the world tries to dictate what we are, then we'll lose sight. We'll lose sight of ourselves. And as women, that's everything. That's all of our power, because we don't just take action and get the outcome. No, we are everything that is love and that is light, and we bring inspiring, beautiful ideas to the table. We bring creativity, we bring life. We bring love, light, and life. And just, we need to stop competing with each other, because competition is the thief of all joy. It is the thief of all love. It's the thief. Can't compare.
Well, this is where I would argue with you. There are someone who really do enjoy competition and actually have the same thoughts that you had in this like mix.
Because there's no one compared to you. There's no one compared to me. There's no one compared to anybody. We're not the same. We all have different
But there are still measurable metrics. Come on.
strengths and weaknesses, and it's just about understanding that, especially as a woman. So yeah, let's stop making the elephant so big, and let's acknowledge the elephant in the room next time. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that. This light is like playing with me right now.
Well, guys, this was an interesting one. Moral of the story, moral of the video in general. Well, I don't even know what the moral is. Probably that just be real, be the real you. If there's something that actually gives you real passion, then go for it. And don't really care about others, because at the end of the day, that competition is really, really complicated to measure. Guys, this was Zeno77. We did have an hour long reaction today. I was planning to do it on different random stuff. I honestly didn't plan it to go that long, but it did. So for those of you watching on live, I thank you for watching it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching this. Is it X? Is it YouTube? Is it Twitch? For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, please make sure you put a like under this video and subscribe to this channel. I also want to know why you watch me and why you like some stuff. So please comment it below. And with that being said, I, Zeno77, thank you for watching this stream and these reactions. I'll see you then.